So, today we're going to take a really close look at something we all have in our homes, a lamp. But, this isn't just any lamp. We're actually going to break down the idea behind a modern Nordic chandelier to see how it's sold as something so much more than just a light source. Okay, let's dive right in.
Right off the bat, they hit us with a question that, let's be honest, probably hits home for a lot of us. It's that feeling, when you're standing in a room and something just feels off. It's a classic move. Start with a problem that the audience already feels.
And here's where they broaden the net. Suddenly, it's not just your problem, it's a universal one. This smart little shift makes the product feel less like a simple fix for a dim corner and more like the solution to a really deep, common desire, making a house finally feel like a home.
So before we even get to the solution, they really want to make sure we're all on the same page about the problem itself. Let's break down what they're calling the common lighting problem. I think this is really clever. It takes that vague feeling of, my lighting is just bad, and it breaks it down into these 4 super relatable frustrations. First, there's the struggle to find something that's both beautiful and actually works well. Then there's that challenge of making all your rooms feel connected, not just like a random jumble of stuff. And finally, that moment we've all had, where you just give up and settle for something, boring. It's all designed to get you nodding along.
Okay, so now that they've got us agreeing that our current lighting situation is, well, pretty frustrating, the whole story takes a sharp turn. It's time to shift from the problem to what they present as the ultimate answer, the statement piece.
And here it is, the big reveal. The solution is introduced with its full impressive name, the Nordic LED Chandelier. It's set up not as just another choice, but as the one and only answer to all those frustrations we were just talking about.
And this, right here, is the heart of the entire pitch. It's a total pivot in how you think. They're basically telling us to stop shopping for a lamp and start looking for a central piece of design, a statement piece that doesn't just light up a room, it completely transforms it.
But listen, statement piece is a pretty big claim, right? So what's actually backing it up? Let's get into the anatomy of this thing and break down what really makes it tick.
First up, the design itself. Nordic-inspired is a term we hear all the time. But here, it's all about blending 2 things. You've got the clean, simple lines of minimalism, but with this creative, almost luxurious twist. So the idea is that it's elegant, but not cold. Simple, but definitely not boring. Then, you have the material. Choosing premium stainless steel is a really smart move. On one hand, yeah, it gives you that sleek, polished, modern look. But on the other, it screams durability. The message is pretty clear. This isn't some fast fashion piece for your home that you'll replace in a year. It's positioned as a long-term investment. And next up is the technology. The term integrated LED might sound a little technical, but the benefits are all about practicality. It's energy efficient, which means you save money on your bills. And it's super long-lasting, so you're not going to be climbing up on a chair every few months to change a burnt-out bulb.
This slide is just a perfect example of that classic before and after marketing. On one side, you've got the old way, constantly changing bulbs, higher bills, and just generic light. And on the other side, you've got the new way, a long-lasting glow, lower costs, and something they call sustainable brilliance. It's a really clear, really persuasive visual argument.
All right, so we've got a fixture that looks good, it's built to last, and it's efficient. You'd think that's enough, right? But nope, they don't stop there. The next big selling point is its incredible versatility, which leads us to this idea of one lamp, every room.
Now, this is a pretty bold claim. They're suggesting that you can just stop the endless search for different light fixtures for every single room. Instead, this one chandelier can create a consistent, cohesive, stylish look throughout your entire home. They're selling simplicity.
And here's exactly how they sell you on that vision. They show you how this one lamp can basically wear a bunch of different hats. In the living room, it's all about creating an inviting, warm ambiance. Over the dining table, it adds a sophisticated glow. In the bedroom, it's calm and serene. And even in the kitchen, it's practical but still super stylish. The goal is to prove just how adaptable a single design can be. So all of this, the design, the materials, the versatility, it's all building up to one big, final, powerful argument. They want to frame this chandelier not just as a product, but as a long-term investment in your home. It's all about going beyond simple illumination.
So what's the ultimate payoff? What do you really get? Well, according to the pitch, it's not just about the light. It's about enhancing your decor, creating an atmosphere that impresses your guests, saving you money, and, maybe most importantly, creating a home that you truly love coming back to. It's the whole package.
And this right here really gets to the heart of the entire pitch. The purchase is completely reframed. You're not just buying an object, you're making an investment in a whole lifestyle, one that's all about modern elegance and smart, efficient living.
And if there's one single line that they want you to remember from all of this, it's got to be this one. It's the perfect bite-sized summary of everything we've talked about. It's more than just light, it's an experience.
And that brings us right to the end. After seeing how one product is positioned as a true statement piece, it leaves us with a great question to ask ourselves. What statement is my lighting making right now? It's definitely something to think about. I'll see you on the next explainer.